Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sorin Space. When something truly matters, the mind produces resistance. This is not emotion, this is structure. First, the brain prioritizes familiar neural paths over building new ones. Existing neural pathways are already built. They are stable. They are energy efficient. They are predictable. More than that, they are verified survival strategies. Your brain has tested them. You are still alive. That means these paths work. Starting something important requires building a new route. Even when the new route is shorter, clearer, and more efficient, it remains unverified. For the brain, unverified paths mean uncertainty. Uncertainty means risk. This is the first source of resistance. Second, urgency creates pressure, and pressure creates retreat. The more you urge yourself to start, the more pressure accumulates. Urgency is interpreted as pressure, even when the urging comes from yourself. Under pressure, the brain does not explore. It retreats to verified routes. Self-urgency produces avoidance, not motivation. This is the second source of resistance. Third, before any action begins, the brain increases computation. It simulates future outcomes. It verifies identity alignment. It evaluates social exposure. It projects possible failure. These processes do not run sequentially. They run in parallel. Multiple predictive models operate at the same time. Like a system trying to simulate the entire future before opening a single file, execution slows, then freezes. This is computational overload. This is the third source of resistance. Fourth, failure is not evaluated as a single outcome. The brain calculates loss across multiple dimensions simultaneously. Resource loss, time, energy, opportunity cost, social loss, judgment, status, credibility, identity loss, what this outcome implies about who you are. As importance increases, all dimensions scale together. Loss becomes compounded. This is why the most important things produce the strongest resistance. Not because any single loss is unbearable, but because all lost dimensions activate at once. This is the fourth source of resistance. So resistance is not a personal flaw. It is the brain refusing to rebuild itself under multidimensional pressure. The solution is not pushing harder. It is reducing load. First, lower the cost of building new paths. The first version only needs to exist. Rough is sufficient. Completeness is unnecessary. The brain resists high standards. Lower the standard until the first step becomes trivial. Second, remove urgency. Replace start now with exploration. Exploration is not execution. It does not carry stakes. When pressure drops, flexibility returns. Third, cut associative thinking. Separate the action from outcomes, from identity, from meaning. No outcome projection, no identity linkage, no symbolic weight. This step does not define who you are. It is one isolated action. When the brain stops running parallel computations, execution becomes simple. Fourth, separate loss dimensions. The brain compounds loss by calculating all dimensions at once. Break them apart. What is the actual resource cost? Not the imagined catastrophe, the real loss. What is the actual social reaction? Not the projected judgment, the real response. What is the actual identity information? Not, I am a failure. Just, I tried something and it did not work. When dimensions separate, the compound dissolves. When complexity drops, resistance drops. When pressure drops, movement resumes. When identity stakes drop, the system unlocks. Resistance is not refusal. It is a signal that the system is overloaded. When your mind resists what matters, it is not saying no. It is saying, I cannot rebuild under this load. And once you understand that, change becomes a matter of design, not discipline. Thank you.